Proverbs 14:1 says that a wise woman builds her house, and the foolish one pulls it down with her own hands. When I was growing up, I used to think that this Bible verse specifically applied to married women, because only a married woman would have a house. But this verse came to my mind the other day, and I was contemplating on what it means to be a wise woman building her house. And in scripture, there's a couple of references that have been played on as far as the picture of a literal marriage between a man and a woman to foreshadow the celebration of the marriage supper that is to come in the millennia, where Yeshua is going to be our bridegroom, coming to receive a holy bride, his church, to be with him in his kingdom. And so when we go back to Genesis 3, we see the picture of Adam and Eve being created from Adam's side, and that word rib in the Hebrew is zillah. It's Tzela, if you're interested to look it up, and it literally means structural side support. So if Eve, who was created out of Adam's side, then becomes Adam's structural side support, a wise woman, the structural side support, will lift up her husband and will help her husband to stand. And that is the application of marriage from my understanding. But from the spiritual perspective, we have a house, our temple. And if we are a wise bride for Yeshua, then we are supposed to build our house, clean it up, make sure there's no crumbs in there that are left, root of bitterness, root of all sorts of kinds of sins creeping up. And this applies then to both men and women, because we are all a bride to Yeshua Messiah. And so if you are wise, you will do the work that is required to clean up your house. But if you are foolish, then you will pull it down using your own hands. And then the other application of it as a body of Yeshua, meaning as a collective, as an assembly, as a church, then if we are a wise bride collectively, then we will do the work to support all our brothers and sisters out there in the world, whether it's through prayer, through word of encouragement, whatever kind of support it is. You are supposed to be your brother's keeper. So if you are a wise bride, the church of Yeshua, then support one another so that you can stand. But if you are foolish, you will allow all sorts of kinds of discord to come into that temple, to come into the body and start dismantling you from within. Meaning, we're going to be hung up on not agreeing on theology. We're going to be hung up on not being able to see eye to eye, even though we would agree on 90% of the matters. So we lose focus of the weightier matter because we're looking at the little things that we do not agree on, and essentially becoming a foolish woman and pulling down our own house with our own hands. I don't know if it makes sense, but that's what I'm getting from this verse, man. Shalom. Comment below and let me know your thoughts. Love you guys.